Greetings, community of hope. It's Pastor Jeremy again, and I just want to share with you some of the information that we've put together for our regathering on June 28th. This is just going to be a list, a very informative video for you, just to kind of know what's going on, what to expect. It's really a set of guidelines and recommendations and preparations for our regathering. And so I hope you're excited. I hope that you're planning to attend, or you're just praying for a great day as we begin this process again. Here are some things that I want you to know. In this email, you'll also receive the copy of this, so you'll be able to see the 13 bulleted items that we've done to guidelines, recommendation, preparations for you, so that you can kind of be completely aware of how we're preparing for you to be with us on Sunday morning. So just right off the offset, or right on the offset of beginning this, we're going to have two services that day, June 28th, one at 9 a.m. and one at 10:45. That gives us an opportunity to clean, sanitize, to prepare ourselves in between services, and be ready for the second service. So we would love for you to email us, admin@clarksvillefirst.com. That email will also be in this, the email address will be in this letter that you'll receive. But we want you to email us and let us know if you're planning to attend, which service will you be attending and how many will be attending with you. This gives us the opportunity to prepare for you adequately. We have tables that will be set up with 8 chairs around each table, and we just want to make sure that we have enough room for you and your family to be a part. So email us, admin@clarksvillefirst.com. Just heads up on that, doors will be opening 20 minutes before each service, and then they'll be locked 15 minutes after each service. Again, this gives us the chance, it allows us time to clean and prepare, and to understand how many people we have. So I know this has been one of our crux issues, but we're asking you to be on time to the services so that you can be seated and be in place by the time services begin. We will provide a specific entrance and exit for folks, so you'll be coming through the double doors, the main entrance as we like to call it, the double glass doors, and you'll enter through that area as you come and you're seated, and then upon exit we'll be calling out tables and kind of moving through that process, and you'll be exiting through the back doors kind of by the cafe. That'll just give us an easier, it'll help us to social distance, it'll help us to keep traffic flowing in the same direction and eliminate extra movement around the facility. So just help us out with those kind of things. We're not mandating or requiring it, but we're encouraging folks to wear masks on Sunday. We will have masks provided for folks that may not be able to bring one with you, or don't have them, or don't have access to them, but we'll have those things for you when you get here. When you get here, you should just expect to be greeted in the name of the Lord and ushered to a table that we have prepared for you. And on that table, there'll be hand sanitizer, there'll be wipes, there'll be bottles of water, there'll be prayer cards and instructions for you on that day. And there'll even be, Pastor Ed has provided for any families that bring children, they'll be provided a box, a family kit, for you to just to kind of have, so your kids can be a part of and participate with us in worship that day. So we hope you'll bring your children. We're preparing for them, and that box will be the box that remains with you throughout this phase until we move to the next phase. That same box that you receive on Sunday will be the box that your family gets back every single week. So it's a personalized box for you and your families. Unfortunately, because of just conditions, and we're trying to be safe, we will not be serving coffee or food during this season. Bottles of water, like I said, will be provided for you. We would ask that you remain seated during service, with the exception of using the restrooms. Again, we're trying to just be safe and cautious and provide an environment of safety for you and your family. We recognize that some of you really are on this perspective, or on the end of this is this is not a big deal. This has been overdone. But there's also folks that are on a perspective, and on the other end of that same perspective, that do believe this is a big deal, and they're trying their best to social distance. They're trying their best to stay away from folks. And so we're just asking you to help us and be gracious and be loving and be kind with one another and with us as we're trying to work through this situation. So we just ask you, help us out. Remain seated. If you need something, we'll have ushers and greeters available that can provide whatever need you have that can come to you in that instance. At the conclusion of our service, you'll be dismissed by table and to the appropriate exit, and that's just to kind of help us move people in and out as quickly and as efficiently and as safely as possible. As normal, we'll have, for those that come to campus for worship that day, there'll be buckets provided for tithes and offerings upon your exit. We'll have our team prepared and ready for that. So you can give and be generous as you always have been. If you are choosing not to be a part of a campus worship that day and you want to participate online, as we're going to continue to stream services through Facebook, through our website, and then through YouTube as a recorded video later on, you can continue to give your tithes and offerings and your gifts through the regular offerings that we have through our website. That's clarksvillefirst.org. And just and go to the Giving Back section, or you can text the word give to 833-441-0061, or you can drop it off at the church. And I want to note there's a new time to drop off your tithes and offerings on Sunday mornings. We've reduced that by an hour, and so it'll be 12 to 1 on Sunday mornings, and then through the week it'll continue to be the same time from 9 a.m. to noon. There'll be somebody here to drop off at the church. And so just to help you understand kind of some of the things we've done to prepare for this, we have ordered UV lights. We have tried to just continue to filter in clean air so that any airborne things can be killed, and we don't have to stress about those things and worry about that. We are cleaning the worship center and restrooms between services so that we can be prepared for the next service that comes in. And then we're also doing a thorough cleaning throughout the week just to make sure that our facility is clean and that we are prepared for you. Look, we're excited about this day to come. We're excited for you to be with us together. We're excited to be the body of believers in one location. But we also recognize that some of you just are not prepared for that. You're not ready for that yet. And we don't want to criticize. We want to be gracious and loving and understanding in the fact that you have chosen to stay home or to stay in a place in an environment that you believe is the safest for you. And so we want to encourage you. That's okay. We want you to feel comfortable in doing that. We're going to continue to stream the services, and so you can watch along with us. This week we're going to stream services at 9 a.m. and 10:45. We'll continue to do that as we assess what time is best for our services to be streamed. So tune in, plug in, keep paying attention to these emails, keep paying attention to Facebook, and all the other areas that we're continuing to offer information on. We know the information doesn't get to you if you don't read it, if you don't watch these videos. And so would you just help us in communicating this message as well? We're trying our very best to get the information to everybody so that they'll know what's going on. And then finally, I just want to say this. This is the first pandemic that we've ever lived through as a church. And so we're asking for grace. We're asking you to be kind and to be loving as we're walking through this in the best way we know how. We as a staff, a pastoral staff and a leadership team, as a board, have walked through this. We've talked, we've paid attention to the news and to the health organizations that are helping us. And we're trying to make the best decisions we can. Your safety and your health is one of our greatest priorities in nurturing an environment of spiritual growth. And so we're just asking you, be gracious to us as a leadership team as we walk through this. Let's be Christian. Let's follow Christ as we love each other, as we give each other room to make mistakes, as we give each other space, and criticism can't be a part of who we are as church and Christian people. So help us out with that. And always, I just want to remind you, you're the salt of the earth. You're the light of the world. May your light shine before all mankind today as you share Jesus with a world that needs you desperately. We'll see you June 28th.